Let's talk really quick about passive aggressiveness. And I do not like people that are passive aggressive. I'm from Boston originally, and I like when people are mean and when people mean what they say it mean, and it's much easier to interpret, right? For some reason, down here in the South, pretty much everywhere else in the country that I've lived, besides the Northeast, there's a lot of passive aggressiveness. And what is passive aggressiveness, in my opinion? Passive aggressiveness is when you don't clearly set a boundary, but you also aren't calling out a behavior that you don't like at the same time. It's like trying to stay in between, kind of on the fence about things, and just showing that you're kind of irritated but not really going to do anything about it, but kind of threaten it anyway. And it's kind of really hard to interpret for people like me who will defer to violence or being extremely straightforward if they have to, if they feel like they're not being heard or understood, or when we're hurt, right? And I teach this to all my clients. I teach them boundaries, protocols, and non-negotiables. So when one of your boundaries gets crossed and you set a boundary, what happens if that boundary gets broken or crossed again is you initiate a protocol. When X happens, I do Y. That's what a protocol is. So when one of my boundaries gets crossed and somebody says something passive aggressive to me, I like to immediately address that and say, hey, I don't really like dealing with people that are passive aggressive. I'm actually having a hard time understanding what it is that you're saying. Can you please explain what it is that you want me to do here? Because it sounds like you're saying two separate things, right? And if you're saying this, I don't want to be spoken to like that. And if you're threatening this, then I don't need you in my life. And that's happened to me 2 times in the past 2 days. I've dealt with some pretty passive aggressive things, actually from former friends of mine, which is weird, right? One of the opposite sex, and then a former friend. And I called them both out on this both times. And I was like, hey, I don't like the passive aggressiveness here. I don't even know what you're asking. If it's this, I don't want to be a part of it. And if it's this, don't even worry about it, because I'm not going to tolerate that if that's how you're going to talk to me. So leave me alone, right? Always deal to just being aggressive if you have to. That should never be your first answer. I don't want to tell you to just go be aggressive to everyone with everything, because that's really no way to live your life. But if you have to, just go to violence, right? Go to violence. Go to violence with your words. Go to violence with your actions, right? As long as it doesn't get you in legal trouble. But the passive aggressive thing, forget about it. Miss me with that stuff. Stop being passive aggressive. Speak clearly. Stand on your own 2 feet and be able to voice what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, as well as what you don't like. Don't tolerate that from your friends. Don't tolerate that from your family. And don't let people have empty, veiled threats thrown at you. Who does that? That's just some weak ass shit, okay? That's not the kind of people that we are. That's not who we are as a country. If you don't like someone and you don't like something, stand up for yourself, say it. And if someone really wants to try and back it up, you better be able to back it up too, right? But most of the time we're just throwing empty fucking threats at ourselves, and it's not doing anyone any disservice. It's not actually helping people. So stop being passive aggressive and watch it improve your life. All right, hit me up if you want one-on-one coaching. I'm kind of a no BS personal tactics and business coach. So maybe see you there. Peace.